Hey guys, it's Sam. This is the moment that some of you have been waiting for. I talked in my last video. I think it was my, I don't know. It was a video about the planners I was going to use for next year. And that's already evolving, and I don't want to talk about that right now. That will be a video for soon. But I did talk about how I had purchased an inexpensive Amazon planner, and I asked if you guys would be interested in seeing it, and I was pleasantly surprised that several of you there were people asking to see the planner. And I think that part of that is because some of us are kind of tired of just all the complication with the planner community and the offerings out there. And this planner, I will leave this linked in my Amazon links, and I will also leave it as a pinned comment if you are interested in the exact planner that I have purchased here. It's not like a it's not like a brand, at least a brand that I have ever heard of, but I just went looking for like a pocket planner, and I knew the things that I was not looking for, and I knew the things that were most important to me, and so this is where I landed. I actually also ended up ordering one of the, like, not Day Designer, oh gosh, what, Blue Sky planners. And it was pretty no nonsense. And I know that everybody loves the one that has like the space for appointments or whatever, and then a bullet list for to-dos on the other side, but that view looks really cluttered to me, and I haven't been able to get myself to use that one. But I ended up getting just a really bare bones one, but I don't think that I'm going to end up using it. But I ordered that at the same time on Amazon. But this one, I'll tell you first why I chose it. Like the main things that drew me to this planner in particular. The price point was like $6.99 if I'm remembering correctly. This is like a faux leather or something. Oh, I think that's the brand. But it's got this textured faux leather, but it's not soft and bendy. If I'm going to use a really small planner, I do like, after a lot of trial and error, I do like when the planner can just be opened on its own and not have anything behind it, and I can write on it in a more stable way. So there was that. I was really looking for one that wasn't a soft cover. I also really love ones that come with their own bands, because part of, in my head at least, of the things that I've been looking for in a planner is that I don't have to buy a planner cover for it. And I know that it's part of the fun, but buying something and knowing that I have to put it in a something, and you don't have to buy leather or all those things. That's what I usually end up doing. But for me, it's just, I don't want the pages flopping open and getting all crumpled. So it's really about protecting what I have inside. And so the band will close, and that's fabulous as far as I'm concerned. And then this one does have a really itty bitty pen loop. And let me see if I just have like a janky pen here. Yes, I, no. Yes, I do. All right. I'm in my ballpoint pen era after being a gel pen snob for like, I don't know, almost 30 years. Okay. So I think in theory it would fit in here, but I'm having some trouble. Yes, it would fit. I don't know if after you do this a few times, if this would work perfectly, once it's used to having a pen in there, or if it would be more trouble than it was worth. I've just elected to put my pen's pocket doodad. I don't know what this is called. My brain is failing me today. I've just put this in here like this, and then taken the strap kind of to the side so that it hugs the pen to the planner. And this one is a Pilot Acro Ball, and it says 0.5, but I have switched out the refill for the 0.7, which is my preferred, is that width? Size of the nib or the tip or what have you. Okay, so the other thing that this one has, which I don't care at all about, are these here bookmarks. And they're actually quite nice. And I don't think that they're going to fray. They've been like burned or something on the edge. But for me, I feel like they're way too thick. and I'll probably just cut them out. I haven't done a lot with this planner yet because it's still 2025, but I will do like a little brief overview for you. It does have the calendar for 2026 right here, and I really wish that they had just skipped this page because this page is very unusable to me, and I wish that they had done some kind of calendar situation here for the current year. But this is just a little pocket planner, and so I'm not going to be too gripey, and I paid like $7 for it. But that would be one thing that I wish they had changed because I would like the idea of using it, but I feel like I'm going to have to like fold it like this to be able to write correctly here. So you have the full year preview for 3 calendar years, and then quick reference and some contacts. This is a pretty thick paper. I don't know if it says anywhere what the like GSM is, or if it's even that kind of planner that you would know that information, but it is white. It's kind of bright, I would say, for a white paper. It has this important dates, and this is where your like perpetual calendar information could go, like birthdays and anniversaries and such. And then you get into your monthly, which they do give you October, November, and December of 2025, which I love, but I can't just carry a monthly around. So I filled it in with the like more important pertinent things for October. I do love that this one has the Monday start. Now that I have gotten my brain wrapped around that, I do like that now. And then it has the Saturday Sunday split, which generally drives me nuts, but I think that I'm okay with it for the most part because usually your appointments are going to be through the week, and then it's just more fun stuff on the weekends. And I'm kind of a homebody, so I don't usually have a lot of things planned on weekend days. I don't write like church down or anything like that because I go every Sunday. So that's fine to have the split weekend. It's just difficult for my brain because I'm not used to that. It does have some pertinent information like holidays, but it doesn't have any lines. And I like that it's kind of a grayscale look to it, font and everything. But I just really like that it's nice and clean. I don't need it to be flourishy. There's no extra embellishments. There's no extra colors. It's literally just a calendar. And that's one of the things that really drew me to this planner. You can see, I feel like it's good that it writes these things in for you, but I mean, if you didn't want to, if you didn't have Thanksgiving Day because this isn't where you live, that's really easy to cover up, in my opinion. Daylight savings time ends. And so this would be a situation where it could be a problem because the box is a half box and they have written in something there. But if that doesn't apply to you, you can white it out. All right. So I have just written some plans for the months going forward, things that I knew going into January. So I have not made it a secret. I would really love if all the months were together. I really just like to not have to hunt around for the monthly view within the weekly. I knew that this was going to be the way it was, but you have October, November, December, and January here at first, and then you get into your weekly. I chose this planner partially because every day has its own equal space, and I really, really like that. The only thing that is, kind of a con to me, they put this double calendar down here in this space, and this could become a really nice space for just writing out your weekly to-dos. And I don't know of anybody who needs to see this like every week. To be able every week to look forward and backwards for the month, I don't think that anybody needs that, but that's what they have chosen to put there. My thought is that I could just come in and put a post-it note here or something. But I mean, I don't even know how much I'm going to use this planner. That would be my one really big gripe for it, is that this would be really great for a planning space, and they have taken that away by putting this calendar here. And I guess you could white it out or whatever, but that's going to require quite a bit of whiteout for every single week. And then I don't like writing on whiteout, even like the tape or anything like that. I will if I have to for a word, But I don't think that I'm going to want to do that knowing that I have to do it every single week for a year. Now, my only thought was that this would be the planner that I would want to keep in my purse at all times to make sure that if I'm lugging around my personal rings or I'm in between planners or I'm not feeling like using a planner at all, this would be the planner that could stay in my purse and could be like a backup planner. And if I'm using it like that, having extra space to write weekly to-dos is going to be less relevant to me. And this would be more about writing down places that I need to be or errands that I need to run on that particular day. So that I don't think is going to make that much of a difference if I use it that way. My other thought was like a little tiny baby memory planner because I am already stressing out about the large daily moleskin being my choice for the year. And I'm really not sure if that's what I'm going to end up going with. And when I'm really stressed out about journaling, little snippets like this start looking really appealing to me. So we'll see. So it goes through through the end of 2026, and then you have some lined notes pages. There's actually, nope, there's not one there. The pages are really thick. Very nice. And there's more of them than you would expect, I think, for a planner of this price point. I did just do a couple of pen tests. They're both ballpoint. It's fine. And then you have the dates for major holidays for the next 3 years, which I do think that that's pretty useful. And then a time zone map, which again, I kind of wish that if they were going to have something here that this was a blank page and they put like the holidays and the time zones there. And then like your thicker ending page and then a little accordion pocket. It didn't come with any extras or anything like that. But yeah, that I think it's a really good value for $7. They were in multiple colors. Like I said, I will leave the link. And before I go, I just wanted to kind of compare some sizing with some other known things that you might wonder how this compares. All right, so this is the Pocket Moleskin, and this one is the soft cover, obviously, and it's a year instead of the 18 months. So this planner is both a little bit wider, not just the cover, but also the paper. And then, I don't know, less, maybe 3/4 of an inch taller than this one. And this layout is very different. This has the horizontal week on one side, Saturday and Sunday get very small, and then all of this open space. And I do like this planner for tracking and such, but I have said over and over and over again, I hate this monthly view. If you're going to do a month on one page, it can't be for this size, and I just don't know why. It's only like, what? It's only 6 more pieces of paper for the year, and I think that it would be really easy for this planner to be improved. But it's not so much bigger, so much thicker, or so much heavier that if the moleskin is something that you have liked but you struggle with the monthly like me, that this would be overwhelming as far as I'm going to switch into this from this. So that's how that compares. I wanted to show this against my other usual go-to in the bag planner. This one is the Passport TN, of course, and the thickness is going to be determined by how many inserts you put in here. I currently have 3 inserts, and then I also have the plastic card holder, and I have, I cannot think today, the cardboard folder. So that's how that compares. Very nice. And then I just wanted to show you what it would look like if you did a whole pocket notebook and notebook for your bag combination. These Pen & Gear a lot of people use. So this one is just a little bit taller, a little bit thicker, but not by a huge amount, and just a little bit wider. No, well, now I'm mixing things. This one is taller, but more narrow than this one. I think these two could make a really nice pair. I'd probably go ahead and just use the band over this, and I don't know what I'd do with my pen then, but that would keep the notebook and the planner together. Let's see if I could arrange it like this. Yes. Yes, I could. So this, I think, would make a great small handbag combo. Yeah, so there's that. Much smaller, much lighter than a lot of notebook options. And for those of us who have been getting frustrated about the prices of planners and still not feeling like you have your crap together, I think that this could be a good alternative for us. So I have it here. I'm going to try to make some good use out of it. I really love that it has the gold foiling. There's nothing on the spine. Yeah, it's a really lovely brown and gold white paper planner. I mean, no frills, and I think that it's a good value for what you pay for it, especially. So I definitely suggest this, of course, with the caveat of knowing that you'll have to make something happen with this section here. I doubt they're going to see this video, but that would be my only suggestion going forward would be don't put calendars here so that we can use this space for further note taking. I think that that would make it an even more useful planner than it already is. What did you think about this little guy? Is this something that you would consider, or is this a miss for you? I'd also love to hear suggestions that you have for inexpensive planners. My dream world would be to put planning back in its place and have it become the kind of simple thing that it used to be before things got complicated with your planners. So I'd love to hear any that you have found hidden gems out there. Leave a link if you can, or just what it's called and where you found it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new around here and don't want to miss out on future planner content, sometimes the bags that I carry my planners in, please consider subscribing. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about journaling soon as well, so stay tuned for that video. I can't wait to talk to you in the comments. Thank you so much for being here. Hope to see you again soon. Bye, guys.